Blessings, welcome to Reasonings right here at the Trail Life. I'm your host, Talaku the Great Owl, and I'm going to be resuming videos on the faith. And as I speak about videos on the faith, those of you who know, who are watching Sila Media, the reason why I'm doing like these videos on Instagram, and you're probably wondering, why is he speaking that way? Everybody has a story as to why they're speaking that way. And so I'm going to resume my reasonings on faith for those people who've been asking. And as I'm going back to YouTube, certainly not on that channel, unless, by the grace of the Most High. But the Trail Life channel is there. And like I said, a lot of people might find information heavy. So I'm doing these videos here on Instagram. I'm going to make these videos not as long as some of the ones before. So it's going to be a 3-part series of my time in the underworld, my time in hell, and how that journey became the reason why I was doing Sila Media, and the reason why I'm on these channels doing these videos and writing the kind of songs I'm doing now versus what I was doing before. Right? So here is part 1. Now, my first spiritual real awakening, like in terms of awareness, happened between the age of 8 to 12. Before those ages, I could remember having weird dreams, like as a little child, but I won't speak about those. I'll speak about those that started from age 8 to 12. So I used to wake up, like sometimes in the morning, and before I kind of fully become aware into this reality, like that I'm in my room beside my brothers and sisters at the time, I would see myself coming out of a massive cotton tree that is like just out there, it's not there anymore. And it was always weird, wake up like I'm coming out of the cotton tree, clear my eyes, I'm back in my bed. So when I was 12 now, I had a weird encounter, I had a dream, and then I realized that the dream that I had, it manifested exactly, hallelujah, the same way. So I realized that I was having experiences, like people would say, of the future before they happen. Like my spirit was somehow present. Like people call them, when they manifest, they say, oh, this is like deja vu, right? That's how the average person think about it. Anyway, so I used to have these strong, clear visions when I go to my bed, and they would always manifest. So that started me on some curious part, searching for information, outside of the school system, because it's not something you could study in the school. And when I would try to talk to my friends, I would say I'm crazy. So obviously they're going to say you're crazy, right? Duh. So that's where the weirdness comes from. I would talk about in other videos that people were treating me weird. So people are probably wondering, so why do people treat you weird? You seem to be a well-together person. Well, to be honest, that's why. Hallelujah. That's spiritual stuff. All that stuff I was talking, that's lulu, cuckoo to a lot of people. And so vast amounts of knowledge was acquired over all my years from say 12 to about 18, 19, when I got to another level in my spiritual awareness. So between the ages of now 18 and 22, between 18 and 22, 21, 22, I was in the church, and then I left the church at the end near a little bit after my 21st birthday, and started, going on the journey and find myself spiritually, because I had not so much knowledge. I was becoming too much of an issue in the church, half balancing their reasoning patterns in the Adventist church. So now, advanced through now and started studying, never on the path of Rastafari, just studying. And I was doing my poetry, and I had an accident in terms of, I said some stuff in a poem, and maybe it was like too insightful, hallelujah, in the poem. I'm just writing from my spiritual understanding and knowledge. And an elder come to me and tell me that I must know what I'm talking about, right? And be careful of what I'm saying. Anyway, I was attacked after that. Like a wicked, wicked attack. Given the circumstances, I probably wouldn't have said those things now, because, I kind of understand hallelujah a lot better now. But anyway, when you're young, you're kind of stupid and egotistic. So anyway, I was attacked. And I wasn't much into like faith or anything, even though because I just leave the church and I didn't want to go back into that thinking. So I was all into my mind and my spiritual system. And I couldn't get over that darkness, just wouldn't leave. And the more I would pray, because I had to resort back to praying, it would get stronger, hallelujah, and stronger and stronger. So then I said I had to go study metaphysics, study how they get to do this, because I know they're using some dark power. And so I started studying what people might call obia. Some people call it metaphysics. Some people call it all manner of things. But my teacher called it high science, because it wasn't like island powder, hallelujah stuff. So don't even get it twisted. Don't want to get me wrong. No island powder business. It's vibration, energy, authority, power over power, martisa. A lot of those things, right? And you know, some people them only work with dead. That's called nigromancy, right? Some people work with blood and all manner of blood rituals for magic and money. But for me, the first reason was to overcome the enemies. And so I became proficient to lick back and send back blow and mash up and crash. Anyway, that darkness got me into the underworld. And so this is where I'm going to end this video, and then we'll pick it up further along. Yeah, so all of that activity landed me in the underworld, in hell. And my encounters there, hallelujah, transformed me into this being I am now, hallelujah. And the reason why I'm doing these videos. So stay tuned for part 2, where I tell you what really happened in the underworld, in a hell. And yeah, more to come. Blessings. It's been Talako, the Great Out. Reasons that the Tree of Life. Blessings.